What's going on, guys? Today I'm doing a review of the Razer 15 with an RTX 2060. So in this review, I'm going to go over the pros and the cons, tell you a little bit about my experience with this to see if it fits your needs as well. Alright, so first stepping right into the cons, obviously one of the biggest reasons that you're going to buy the Razer 15 is that it's thin and relatively light, and let me just say, has a fantastic build quality. All aluminum top, aluminum bottom, aluminum keyboard deck. It's all aluminum and it feels really nice and sturdy, like really nice and sturdy. Now it has an RTX 2060 inside, which means you have really good performance as well as ray tracing in many games. Now it's got a 9th gen i7 9750H 6-core CPU inside of it. So whether you're gaming, editing videos, editing photos, you are going to be good. It's got an extremely strong CPU inside of this. I use mine a lot for video editing, and it is fantastic. The next reason, also one of the reasons that I bought it, I do a ton of video editing and photo editing, but when I game, I usually game with very intensive games, and I want them to look really nice and run smoothly. So as well, I needed a laptop that had a really good, vibrant, color accurate screen. The screen on this is a 100% RGB 1080p panel with a 144 Hz screen. Now, if you've never used a 144 Hz screen, it is crazy different. I can now never go back to a 60 Hz normal screen. You won't be able to see it on the video, but the best way to describe it is fluid. The best way you can see it is if you drag your mouse across the screen, and if you have a 60 Hz panel, it will kind of skip across the screen. If you have a 144 Hz panel, it'll be more like it never skips and it just moved. Insanely cool for gaming and a really nice screen overall. It's got 16 gigabytes of RAM, which is plenty for this. It's got a 512 gigabyte SSD, which has really good speeds on it. Can upgrade the storage, but for me it's been fine because I use an external hard drive, put a lot of my stuff on. And the next is it has a really long battery life. Now, depending on the mode I have it on and what I'm using it for, if I'm just writing a paper for one of my classes, I can get 5 to 7 hours of battery life at max brightness on this thing. Max brightness, I have the power level set low, and I can get literally 5 to 7 hours continuously on this. It's a beast. It's fantastic. Now, doing something like gaming, it's actually really good. Now, you can actually game on this with just the battery. It's that powerful that you might have to lower your settings a little bit lower, but it's very doable and playable at a high frame rate. Now, I know most of the time you are not going to be gaming on this on battery, but if you're doing that, it's probably only going to last, an hour and a half, 2 hours, which is actually pretty long comparatively to other ones. I know most of you won't be doing this, but a couple times I had to be in the car a long time and I just had my laptop and I was like, just gonna play Forza Horizon 4 until I get there, and it was really nice. So you have that if you want it. I also do a lot of video editing. It's gonna last about the same time if you do video editing, probably about 2 hours. Also, this is gonna be linked below to Amazon if you guys wanna check this out on Amazon and look at the specifications and reviews yourself. Now we're gonna move on with the review. It has an RGB keyboard. I think you probably know that. But if you've ever had an entry level or kind of a mid-tier gaming laptop with an LED lit keyboard, it is not the same. It's extremely different. This is the Rolls Royce of gaming laptops. It is so polished, and that's what I love mainly about Razer. You are paying more when you get Razer, but you're also getting an extremely nice, well-built computer. A lot of mid-tier gaming laptops will just have light, and some of the light won't be all like fully the same. They'll have bright spots on one spot and not bright on the other, and some bigger keys won't have the same brightness to them. You don't have that with this. The keyboard on this has the same color throughout the entire keyboard. As well, you can customize each individual key in so many different ways, not even just by color, but by reactiveness. If you wanted a swirling, there's even one called Fire, where it burns kind of like a fire and some flicker. There's a Starlight one. There are so many different options. And I thought maybe it would just be kind of like a gimmick. It wouldn't be that like cool or anything. I'd probably get bored of it after the first week. I literally still use it. It is so nice. It's so much fun to play with, as well as use depending on what you're doing. For a lot of games, I'll put it on adaptiveness, which it adapts to the color on the screen, so that when I'm playing games and when I'm going through this crazy environment, the keyboard will have the same colors as it. It's almost like it's pulling out of the screen. It's really fun, and it's really fun to play with. As well, editing on it, I sometimes map out different colors for different sections of my keyboard. Like all of my tools, I might have set on a different key color. You also have biometric security with Face Unlocked with Windows Hello. You can open it up and you can get straight into your computer with your biometric face scan. Really cool. Now, the thing with this is I'm in college and I sometimes want it to look professional, but sometimes I want it to look like really gamer. And that's the cool thing with this. It's black on the back. The only green is right there on the USBs, and on the inside, It's all black except for the key. Because you can change the keyboard, you can make this laptop look really professional, just have like a white backlit keyboard, or you can put it all red or rainbow and really like a gamer laptop, gamer PC. And that's what I really love on this. Obviously, RTX 2070, it has insanely good gaming specs. You're gonna get amazing frame rates in every game that's out right now. You literally, if you get this, you don't need to worry about gaming performance. You'll get it, you're good. Now, when gaming, it does get hot, but not on the keyboard, which is really good. It gets hot on this top strip up here, but it never becomes uncomfortable to play with. Now, the really nice thing is with Razer Synapse, their app that controls all of the controls for the Razer. That's where you customize the lighting and everything, but you can also customize the fan speed. Now, the fans tend to be very quiet on this, and it has extremely good thermals, but a lot of times I like my PC pretty cool. And the fans literally go up to 5,000 RPMs. Like, think about that. When you turn these on full throttle, it literally sounds like a jet taking off, which is not a bad thing because most of the time these are really quiet and it only ever gets that loud when I turn it on. And I really love that you're not gonna have fans that are extremely loud all the time, but if you want them to be really loud and cool the heck out of this device, you can do that. Especially if you're working sometimes with other gaming PCs, the fans will come on really loud and it's like, I'm just writing a paper, why are you getting so loud? But with this, it doesn't do that. In gaming, you can customize whatever you want for the fan speed to be. Guys, that is my review of the Razer 15. There are some more other in-depth reviews on performance, but honestly, it's an RTX 2070, guys. You're good. It's got incredible thermals for how thin it is. And that's pretty much all you need to know. RTX 2060, 9th gen i7, really good screen, really good battery life. What is not to love about this PC? Amazon link below if you guys want to check it out. And if this helped you with your purchase, slap the like below, really helps me out. And I'll see you guys later. Loss out.